In the bowl picture last year here in New Mexico. First series for the Cowboys, 2nd down and 6. Smith, the Mountain West Conference Freshman of the Year at the controls, also the team MVP. He'll run, and he is a good running quarterback. This is going to be
probably the best freshman season for a quarterback in Mountain West Conference history. He has done it all for the Cowboys.
Smith throws, it's complete to Mazi Agbana.
And they had a great year in conference.
After the first down, Smith throws, and it's complete at the 45-yard line.
This is really what sets him apart. His coaches say that he's insanely competitive. In fact, they got to pull him back sometimes from trying to run over defenders.
Smith sprinting out to Alvester Alexander, and he's got some room. Check that. That's for Bowling Green head coach. And Smith will take it ahead. Looking for running room, sheds a tackle at the 25. Penalty flags down. It's going to be Josh Doxson.
He just stiff-armed Steven Johnson, the middle linebacker right there. Unfortunately, this is going to come back because Doxson...
Stabilized leg that I think is very attractive.
Short run for Alvester Alexander brings up 2nd down and 6 for the Cowboys. They shoot it out to Dominic Ruthran. And
great success. And this is a young quarterback that's a difference maker. I mean, he can run, he's tough. So, yeah, it makes me a little nervous, to be quite honest.
He's out of the gun here, throws over the middle and has it complete at the 35, slipping down to the...
Chemistry is in pretty good shape, I promise you that.
Rolls out to the right, sets to throw, finds a receiver at the 43. It's Haran again. Drew to Ghali Muhammad, one of the regular tailbacks a few weeks back. Smith keeps it himself, and he is going to be stood up at the 29-yard line by Anthony Roby. A gain of about 3rd and 7. Wyoming has converted once on 3rd down. Smith in trouble, flushed out on the run, and he is not going to get the first down. Tracked down by Steven Johnson, the middle linebacker, the leader in tackles for the Owls, and Wyoming is most likely going to have to
pick up only 13.5 points a game. It's 3rd in the country, only behind LSU and Alabama.
Yeah, playing for the national title. Pretty impressive. Dominic Ruthran. Alexander, the Cowboys' leading rusher, almost 700 yards per game. It'll be Smith here to run on 1st down. Nothing doing. Adrian Robin for halftime. It's been all tempo. Wyoming trying to get something going here late in the half. Smith looking for room. He is going to be stopped well short. 3 receivers to the right. Smith will run, and he's got a lane. 1st down and more. Spins inside the 30-yard line.
Look at it. When the game is on the line, they're going to give the ball to their best player, Brett Smith, and they just had a little counter play, pulled the line.
Total offense. World record held by Andy Dalton at TCU.
Where he's been able to get the ball in the end zone with his legs.
And on 3rd and 2, he'll get the call again. This time,
and of course they've played in the MAC. That's what everybody will say, but either way, it's been impressive.
So Wyoming again going for it on 4th down. They're 2 for 2 so far. Throwing this time. Smith to the end zone. Caught.
Brett Smith, you see the emotional leader of this Wyoming team, a captain for this game as a true freshman. There is no give up or quit in him, and this team will follow him. Big conversion and get back.
So here's Smith. Clock running. Could be the final play of the half. Throws it off short. Alexander is going to stick. Stinger there. Now 3rd and 6. Smith off his back foot comes underneath. Caught. And this is going to be a 1st down for Dominic.
But he is athletic and can move.
Quickly got into the flat. It's Doxson. Doxson will step out of bounds. 3rd down and 5. Smith with a run for the 1st down.
Smith find a crease.
He'll send 3 receivers out to the right. Now throws it out into the flat. This is Ruthran or Keith Brown.
Yeah, he's right in the middle of the screen there, and he just a little bit early gave a free play to Wyoming. It would now bring up a 3rd down and look like a little extracurricular there. And I tell you, Brett Smith's not going to take anything from.
His dad Kevin was a quarterback at Oregon. And complete here to Ruthran again.
Down, get some momentum going.
Smith in trouble, and he's going to be dumped. A sack at midfield. Robbins.
Temple's just not fooled anymore. They cover it. There's nowhere to go with that football, and at that point, the quarterback, that's no man's land.
79 yards of total offense for Wyoming. There's a completion to Sam Stratton. Come up with a big play there, which the Cowboys desperately need. It's now 3rd and 5. Goes over the middle, and it's incomplete. Intended for Roofran. Not a room for improvement with that young man.
Well, such a competitor, and there's not any give up in his nature, and he's going to continue to stand in there and take whatever shot. More than 20 passes in any game during the season, so their formula is pretty well documented.
Here's Smith out of the pocket, and
into a little bit of a buzzsaw today, but Brett Smith is going to be fine for the Wyoming Cowboys going forward.
And he's going to throw this away.
Mountain West Conference in yards, you can only do that if you're healthy.
2nd and down, he'll throw it to Stratton on their way to the postseason. That's on Monday Night Football. And Smith get a couple more there. It's next on ESPN. There is Smith in all kinds of trouble back there, dancing around. 4th down, Wyoming.
Well, and you got to give credit to the entire coaching staff, but then they finish strong, and that's great coaching. It's great effort by these players.
Likely the final play of this game. Smith will throw it out to the flat, and this is going to be a touchdown, so the timeouts pay off. Cody Sutton goes in from... Everything has to be perfect. And here is Smith. He will take it in for the 2-point conversion.
I'm glad to see Brett Smith have something positive happen at the end of this game. Battered most of the day. Call a timeout, flip a screen out to Sutton and let him do the rest, and Wyoming can at least leave here with a good taste in their mouth.
20th touchdown pass this year for Smith. Most by a freshman quarterback this year.
Well, that's saying something when you break Andy Dalton's records. Even though his freshman records, if you put Brett Smith up against all of the veteran quarterbacks in the Mountain West, he still stacks up well against guys like Kellen Moore and some of those guys that have been around for a while. He's got a little bit more to learn, some decision making and throwing the football, but all in all, you can learn how to play the position of quarterback. You can't learn how to be a competitor.